Peace, love, light, and darkness to all my reflections. You already know if y'all new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Make sure you hit that notification bell. Now, today, y'all, what I want to talk about is I know that I said, hold on, first of all, before I even go into anything, I know that I said that, I'm not even about to be caring about what they doing. I ain't about to get into nothing that was going on in this world, right? All these worldly issues. But at the same time, things that involve us, I'm going to talk about it. It has to be talked about. And what I'm talking about is DNA. No, not your DNA, right? I'm talking about the Declaration of the North America. I want to talk about that because it's not just me, y'all. Okay, I'm not the only person that feel like this, but I know for a fact that this Declaration of North America, this treaty that's been set up, it sounds just like the Agenda 21 or Agenda 2030. Like, it sounds just like it, family. We're going to get into it. Well, family, we know that on January, what was it? Supposedly it was January 10th of 2023, right? You had Biden go over there and he made the Declaration of North America with these three, right? Right here you have what you call, Joseph R. Biden. Then you have right here the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, right here. And then you have, who is this right here? It's President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Okay, this is from they all met in Mexico to do this, right? At the North American Leader Summit. And what I want to do is go into this, y'all, because we about to go into it together. I'm gonna share the screen to show y'all this Declaration of North America together so we can go over this together. Because it's so much shit that I found in there. I was like, hold on, you said what? No, you can't just get past that. We about to go over that. So let's get into that, family. We about to get into that right now. Well, look, here we go right here, family, right? The Declaration of North America, DNA. It proposed what, January 10th of 2023. So this is recent. This is this year. This is right now. It said today, President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, President Joseph R. Biden, and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau met in Mexico City for the 10th North American Leaders Summit. The leaders are determined to fortify our region's security, prosperity, sustainability, and inclusiveness through commitments across 6 pillars. So this is what they're going to do. It broke it up. It said diversity, equity, and inclusion, climate change and the environment, competitiveness, migration and development, health, and regional security. Now, family, look, we got to remind ourselves that anytime they're talking about they doing something for us, it's not anything they're doing for us. It's something that they're trying to do to us. Now, they don't care about diversifying nothing. They don't care about changing and helping the environment. You see that they destroy the environment. They don't care about your health. We know that they destroy our health. They don't care about security. They don't care about security. When they talk about security, they mean governing. They mean like militant. They don't mean like securing to make sure you're safe. Let's just always keep that in mind, family. Always keep that in mind. Now, I'm gonna hit a couple key pointers, right? I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go through all of it, right? I advise y'all to just go through all this yourself. But what we're gonna go is over like a couple key things, family. Just a couple key things that I found, and I was looking at like, hold on, this shit sound like Agenda 2030. Let's just go ahead and just see what all their lies is about to say, family. We about to just go and dig into their agenda. This is what this is. This is an agenda. This is nothing for you. Let's get into it. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. So we got the first pillar, right? The first pillar, they said diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? Let's see what this really means. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is foundational to the strength, vibrancy, and resilience of our countries. We focus on providing marginalized communities opportunities for their full, equal, and meaningful participation in our democracies and economies. That just said a lot right there. Like, hold on. We focus on providing marginalized communities. Family, what does that tell you right there? They focus on providing marginalized communities? No, 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 no. We know exactly what that sounds like. A marginalized community is a restricted area. What do you mean? It said to advance these objectives, President Lopez Obrador, President Biden, and Prime Minister Trudeau reiterated their joint commitment to protect civil rights, promote racial justice, expand protections for LGBTQI individuals, and deliver more equitable outcomes to all. So you see what their mission statement is, right? See, look what they're focused on. Look what they focus on, family. Like, they want to do what? They want to protect civil rights. We know what that means. They don't want to protect civil rights. Civil rights is for slaves. And they want to, I guess so, they want to protect the rights of slaves, huh? Then it says promote racial justice. Not protect it, not protect it, not secure it, not advance it, enhance it, but they just want to promote it. Come on now, you listen to their wordplay, they don't be saying nothing when you really read what they say. And it's going to expand protections for LGBTQI individuals. Expand protections for LGBTQI individuals. What is those protections that you want to expand? I feel like, as we can see, they are bringing other things in under LGBTQI family. They want to bring in protections, which means they're going to put people like pedophiles in this category with LGBTQI so they can have protections within their community. That is what they are doing. I'm telling you, that is exactly what they're doing. Then it says here, in partnership with indigenous people. What indigenous people? What does that mean, in partnership with indigenous peoples? You didn't name no indigenous people. You didn't name a tribe or nothing. So this right here, what is this? This is a title? This is a title or something? Indigenous people, what is that, a corporation? Because that's not a people. You just said in partnership with indigenous peoples. Which ones? Who? We will promote innovative and sustainable solutions that honor traditional knowledge, foster indigenous-led growth, and drive job creation. We will continue our cooperation to build societies where indigenous women and girls can live, learn, and lead without fear through the Trilateral Working Group on Violence Against Indigenous Women and Girls. They do not care about women and girls. So what do they mean they're trying to protect them? When they say they want to protect these people, no, they want to do the opposite. Everything they say, family, they do the opposite. What do you mean you want to protect them? You don't want to protect them. You know exactly what's going on with them, and your ass be involved. So what do you mean? You don't want to protect nothing. This really means something totally different. And people, beware. Beware. This is a target. This is not them wanting to save you and help you. This is a target against the indigenous women and girls. It said indigenous women, excuse me, from all 3 countries will convene in the coming weeks to facilitate discussions about priorities and best practices, including in areas of political, economic, and social development. So it said the 3 countries, they're talking about the United States, Mexico, and Canada. The 3 countries also reaffirm our commitment to gender equality and empowerment of women and girls in all their diversity by aiming to improve financial and political support for women and girls' rights. See, every time you see them trying to support women and girls' rights, it's not actually that they really want to support us, the women and the females. They don't care about supporting us at all. They always got a different agenda. It's not about supporting us at all. It's not a different pillar. We're gonna go to this next pillar. Climate change and environment. Mexico, the United States, and Canada recognize the critical nature of taking rapid and coordinated measures to tackle the climate crisis and respond to its consequences. We don't have a climate crisis. Let the planet do what it's gonna do and stop messing with stuff. This includes achieving our respective 2030. This is not a coincidence, family. Let me go on. This includes achieving our respective 2030 nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement. And working together with other countries to keep a 1.5 degree sea temperature limit within reach. To promote buy-in for ambitious cuts to emissions, we will come together to align approaches on estimating the social cost of greenhouse gas emissions. Family, this part right here, I want to go back right here. This family, I want to go right here. It says, this includes achieving our respective 2030 nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement and working together with other countries to keep, so you're working together with other countries to keep a 1.5 degree temperature within reach. So you're controlling the temperature of the environment, at least you're trying to, right? That's what they're trying to do, right? Okay, let's see what this Paris Agreement is. Let's see about that. Let's see here, the Paris Agreement. They all came together and decided they wanted to control the weather, huh? Let's see. It said the Paris Agreement, often referred to as the Paris Accords or the Paris Climate Accords, is an international treaty on climate change. Adopted in 2015, the agreement covers climate change, mitigation, adaptation, and finance. The Paris Agreement was negotiated by 196 parties at the 2015 United Nations Climate Change Conference near Paris, France. Now it said as of February 2023, 195 members of the United Nations Framework Convention on the Climate Change are parties to the agreement. Okay, now let's get to the good part. The Paris Agreement's long-term temperature goal is to keep the rise in mean global temperature to well below 2 degrees Celsius, which is 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit, above pre-industrial levels, and preferably limit the increase to 1.5 Celsius, recognizing that this will sustainably reduce the effects of climate change. Anything they do, we know we can't trust it. Why are y'all going together without the people? Y'all coming all together and y'all making these agreements on how y'all can control the climate. It's gonna get warmer, it's gonna get hotter. If you can't live on the planet, then so be it. Like, always trying to do some shit. Let it be. What, is it because that you know that when the sun intensifies, it's only gonna be certain beings that's gonna be able to take the sun? Is that what it is? It's a lot of beings who are very melanin deficient. Those beings that are very melanin deficient is the beings who doing this. That's all I can say. And no, it does not have nothing to do with race. As I made a video already stating before, how melanin on your skin and melanin in your brain, which is neuromelanin, is 2 different kinds of melanin. Okay, family, now let's get back to what we was reading at first, because we just read what the Paris Agreement was. And they basically just, what they're doing is they want to keep the limit preferably to 1.5 degrees Celsius. It said recognizing this will sustainably reduce the effects of climate change. No. It says to stay below 1.5 degrees Celsius of global warming, emissions need to be cut by roughly 50% by 2030. This is an aggregate of each country's national determined contributions. Wow. So they said by 2030, they want to cut emissions by 50%. And what do they mean cut these emissions? What do they mean when they say that? Cutting emissions, all right. Now it says here, we will continue to implement and build on commitments from the 2021 North American Leaders Summit on climate mitigation, adaptation, and resilience, while renewing our focus on reducing methane emissions from all sources with a new focus on waste methane. We will explore standards to develop hydrogen as a national source of clean energy. We will move swiftly to accelerate the energy transition by developing clean energy solutions, increasing the production and adoption of zero-emission vehicles in North America, and transitioning to cleaner fuels. Family, what they saying right here is that, it's a lot of pollutants and everything in the air. To sum this session up, it's just give them a reason to make everything electronic. So to have your cars, everything electronic, everything to be hooked up to a grid so you can be charged for it. That's what that means. They don't care about the emissions or whatever. They want to make it to where they have it to where you pay for every single thing. That's all that is. And it should in partnership with indigenous peoples. Once again, who is indigenous peoples? We reiterate our pledge to protect biodiversity, to work towards ending deforestation, and doing our part to conserve 30% of the world's land and waters by 2030, and doing our part to conserve 30% of the world's land and waters by 2030. What do you mean you want to conserve 30% of the world's land and waters by 2030? Because the damn sure don't mean you want to help it. You want to take control of it. You want to have control of it to where you control the world's land and waters by 2030, which means you control the people by 2030. That's what that means. Competitiveness. Now, let me see if I want to go through the competitiveness part because, yeah. Let me see. We seek to deepen our regional capacity to attract high quality investment. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now, look, like I told y'all, look, the electric shit. To boost regional competitiveness, the three countries would seek to forge stronger regional supply chains as well as promote targeted investment in key industries to the future, such as semiconductors and electric vehicle batteries. Them semiconductors. And you know what? Isn't Taiwan like the largest producer of semiconductors? Yeah, I'm gonna make a story about that. We will convene public-private dialogues to map out supply chains to address common challenges and opportunities. That's what they want, family. They want everything to be electronic. Everything. Migration and development. Now, this part right here, family. This part right here, I'm almost done. I'm about to sum it up. But migration and development, it said, look, today marks the 6-month anniversary of the Los Angeles Declaration on Migration and Protection, a bold new framework for regional responsibility, sharing that 21 leaders endorsed on the margins of the 9th Summit of the Americas. Now, it says the three countries of North America each made ambitious commitments under the Los Angeles Declaration, including working together to advance labor mobility in North America, particularly regarding regular pathways, and have been delivering on these commitments. Now, let me show y'all something, family. Now, look, family, this right here is the Los Angeles Declaration on Migration and Protection, right? And it's, we ain't gonna go into all of this right now, family, but, if you're reading about DNA or the Declaration of North America, then you're gonna wanna look at this too. Los Angeles Declaration on Migration and Protection. You're gonna wanna look at this too. It goes together, right? It's hand to hand, especially when it comes to the migration part of the Declaration of North America. That whole paper, like, it says a lot, family. And I'm not gonna go into all of them right now, as I said, but y'all go over this so y'all can see exactly what the Los Angeles Declaration on Migration and Protection is, okay? Y'all do that, family. Now look, family, this is what I want to read. Look, this right here, family, all this right here. First of all, I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Let me read it first. It says, since June, Mexico, the United States, and Canada have collectively welcomed record numbers of migrants and refugees from the Western Hemisphere under new and expanded labor and humanitarian programs. So, family, do you know when we've been seeing all these videos, I know for a fact y'all been saying this on TikTok, and y'all been saying this on their fake news a lot too, that where it's just a lot of different people crossing the border. And it's like, hold on, you mean to tell me we can't stop these people? Like, that's how I know the news is so fake. How y'all got footage of these people crossing over the borders, right? They're crossing over the border, and they're crossing over crowds and crowds of people. And you're telling me all you can do is record them, you can't stop them, we don't have border control or nothing? No, y'all letting them over here. And this is a part of the reason why, family. Look, it says that since June, Mexico, the United States, and Canada have collectively welcomed record numbers of migrants and refugees from the Western Hemisphere and new and expanded labor and humanitarian programs. Today, we affirm our joint commitment to safe, orderly, and humane migration under the Los Angeles Declaration and other relevant multilateral frameworks. This includes assisting host communities and promoting migrant and refugee integration. So what they want to do is, family, what I can see, we all waking up to the fact that this is our land. Because this is our land, right? I feel like the fact that everybody waking up to truth, they got people coming over here to settle our land like they did before. This is what they do. When they want to take something away from us, they bring in a lot of other people to come on here so they can set up shop and basically try to move us and push us out. No, it ain't going down like that. Not no more. Not no more. None of that shit that always went down in history, it ain't happening no more. We rewriting history. We not about to keep letting it repeat itself. Let me see, where we at, family? Now, let me see. It says this includes assisting host communities and promoting migrant and refugee integration, providing protection for refugees, asylum seekers, and vulnerable migrants, strengthening asylum capacity in the region, expanding and promoting regular pathways for migration and protection, addressing the root causes and impacts of irregular migration and forced displacement, and collaborating to counter xenophobia and discrimination against migrants and refugees. Like family, 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 family. It says now more than ever, we need to identify and address the root causes of irregular migration and forced displacement. When y'all to be the people who be forcing the displacement, like stop playing, stop. Here we go, family. Now we down to health, right? I just went down to health. It's the next pillar they're talking about. They want to fortify. And health, you know, we know, look, you see the keywords, you see what. So you already know what their plans is. You know what they want to do. I'm not even gonna go over this right now, but basically what they want to do is they launching a new and updated plan for this. They just launching a new and updated. That's all they're doing. They just launching new and updated material for how they want to go about these pandemics and these diseases, or whatnot. Regional security. This is the part I want to get into, y'all. This is what we're gonna end it with right here. Regional security. It says Mexico, the United States, and Canada will focus on strategies to bolster our shared continental security against domestic, regional, and global threats, including cyber threats. Family, when they say including cyber threats, they don't mean just like regular cyber threats. This includes those of us who make videos. This includes people who spread knowledge. They look at anything that is speaking truth, they look at that as an attack. So truth to them is a cyber threat. Just to let y'all know that. Truth to them is a cyber threat. It says security cooperation will continue to abide by our common understanding that respect for human rights and the rule of law contribute to a more secure North America. Ooh. Our security cooperation includes, listen to this, family. Y'all listen to this. Our security cooperation includes actions to disrupt criminal actors. They be telling on their damn, all they do is tell on their damn self. What you mean your security cooperation includes you disrupting the actions of criminal actors? They just be actors. Yeah, that's exactly what they are, actors. So they're going to be disrupting the actions. They're going to be disrupting criminal actors. If these people are acting and you're disrupting them, then you're acting too. You're acting like you're disrupting these criminals. You're acting too. So it's all nothing but a big ass movie. They're not doing nothing but playing these acting scenes right in front of our face. And they just admitted it that they're gonna be disrupting criminal actors. You're gonna have to be an actor yourself to do that. They said, and associated crimes across our shared border, including money laundering, child sex exploitation, firearms, and human trafficking. We are also taking a consistent approach to, listen to this. This is what I want to get into right here. This is what I wanted to get into right here. We are also taking a consistent approach to the collection, use, processing, retention, and protection of passenger name record, PNR. This is a data system to strengthen our shared security perimeter and the safety of our citizens, including advocating for the global adoption of standards and recommended practices of the International Civil Aviation Organization on PNR data. Like, no, family. This is what they want to do. So the North America, so North America or Biden, Trudeau over there in Canada, and then what is his other name? Cortez, the one that's from Mexico. They want to come together and they want to do this shit. They want to come together and do this shit together, and they want to track you. They want to track you. They want to collect, use, process. They want to do everything with your information and store it as a passenger name record in their whole database. Family, and let's go to that passenger name record shit. Let's go to that. A passenger name record is a record in the database of a computer reservation system that contains the itinerary for a passenger or a group of passengers traveling together. It said the concept of a PNR was first introduced by airlines that needed to exchange reservation information. So what does everybody got to have it for? You know what I mean? So what does everybody got to have it for if this started with some airline shit? This ain't for everybody. Like, hold on. I want to get into what it really, just tell me what it really do. Just tell me what it really does. Let's see. It says there is no general industry standard for the layout or content of PNR. In practice, each CSR, right, or computer reservation system or hosting system has its own proprietary, there we go. Look, y'all be tongue twisted standards. Although common industry needs, including the need to map, no. Let's go down here. When a passenger books in an itinerary, the travel agent or travel website user will create a PNR in a computer reservation system it uses. This is typically one of the large global distribution systems, such as Amadeus, Sabre, or Travelport, Apollo, Galileo, and WorldSpan. It's not by coincidence these names. It says if the booking is made directly with the airline, the PNR can also be in the database. Look, I just need to let y'all know that this is really for something else. Like, this is a tracking system that they want to implement. From a technical point of view, there are 5 points of a PNR. Here we go. The real information. The name, contact details, ticket details, either a ticket number or ticket time information, itinerary of at least one segment, which must be the same for all passengers, name of person providing information or making the booking, name of the information the person that's just making the booking. Why do you need that information? So if I want to book something for somebody else, you don't need other information such as a timestamp and the agency's pseudo city code. Go back. It's basically all this is to track you. As we see, Tracking, track. They want to track your ass. That's what that means. Long story short. Like, so family, when y'all look into this, make sure y'all look into it all the way, okay? Look into all the points I have brought up. When it comes when that Los Angeles, we was talking about the Los Angeles agreement they had when it comes to like migration. And also right here, y'all, when it comes to this passenger name record, PNR data, y'all should look into that too, family, for real, because this stuff, it sounds just like the 2030 agenda. And we know what the 2030 agenda is, right? 2030 agenda, family. Now look, family, look here. The 2030 agenda is basically the new, you heard about it before, it's called the New World Order, right? That's what that's called. Excuse me. Now, this right here, I'm about to show y'all, it's not the 2030 agenda itself, but you can go look that up and read through it. But here is just the 2030 agenda explained, right? Just broken down for you in better terms. Gonna skip through here. I'm about to break, because it actually breaks down what the 2030 agenda says, and then it tells you what it really means. You know what I mean? Hold on, family. Almost there. I got you. Now, like right here, it says one of their goals. It says, now let's go over the 17 goals of the UN Agenda 2030 New World Order Communist Babylonian Satanic System. Okay? Just so you know, they make it sound great, but double speak is their forte. Their modus operandi. Okay? You are and will be kissed by their lies. But if you let me, I'll slap you with the truth. Oh, I like that. I like that. Slap me with the truth. Slap me hard as hell with the truth, okay? Slap the fuck out of me. Excuse me. Now, here they go. It said go. End poverty in all forms, or end poverty in all its forms everywhere. That's one of the agendas, right? On this 2030 agenda for the New World Order. It says no poverty, but that's not the case. What they really mean is welfare dependency, centralized banks, IMF, World Bank, Fed to control all finances, digital one world currency, and a cashless society. That's what they mean. So anytime they say something about they want to end poverty in all forms everywhere, they're talking about welfare dependence. They're talking about welfare dependence, family. What's the next one? The second goal they have is zero hunger, achieve food insecurity, and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. That sounds good, don't it? They don't want to do that. They want GMOs planted everywhere. Everything fake. They want to make you fake. And it's going into detail, family, but I'm just giving you the summary. The number 3 goal they have is to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for at all ages, right? They want good, healthy people. Yeah, right. They want to force mass vaccination and codex elementaris. Like, they want to force you to get vaccinated. They don't want you to be healthy. Let me see what's number 4. Number 4 of their goal is quality education for all. We know that they don't want to educate us. We know that means mass indoctrination. That's all that means. Mass indoctrination, UN propaganda, brainwashing through compulsory education from cradle to grave. Number 5, where they go, achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. And we talked about this before in that Declaration of North America, right? They kept saying this, achieve gender equality and empowerment and empower all women and girls. They don't want that. They want to destroy family, population control through forced family planning. That's everything is about population control. They don't care about nothing about gender equality. They care about controlling the population. Let's see what's the next goal on their list. Their 6th goal is to ensure access to water and sanitation for all. We know that's not true. We know that means that they're water rationing. They privatize all water sources, poison with fluoride and other toxic elements. I don't know if y'all know this, family, but if you look up right now in your area, the water companies and the water, companies that's in your area or around you, I bet you they all have been privatized now. They've been all privatized. Every water company has become privatized. Why is it water that's for the public? Why is it privatized? Just like when the jails have, they got jails that's privatized. When you have stuff privatized, they mean they're doing their own thing with their own rules and their own regulations. That has nothing to even do with the public even know about or agree with. So, family, nothing they do is for us. It's all against us. Let's see what their 7th goal is. To ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy. And what that means is smart grid surveillance and smart meters on everything, peaking up the prices on everything, prices going up on everything, smart grid surveillance everywhere. You're watched everywhere at all times. That's what that means, affordable and clean energy. They just, man, the 8th goal they have is to promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth, employment, and decent work for all. They be sounding so good when they be talking like this. But that ain't what they mean. They don't mean that. They don't want decent work and economic growth. They don't want that. What they talking about is no property rights, Trans-Pacific Partnership, free trade zones that favor mega corporate interests. They don't want you to have nothing. They don't want you to own no land. They want you to depend on them for everything. They're talking about job and work. They want you to work for them. It's just, oh, here we go, family. The 9th goal they have, and this is, once again, this is in the Agenda 2030. Okay, excuse me. Agenda 2030 explain. It says here they want to build resilient infrastructure, promote sustainable industrialization, and foster innovation. It just be sounding so terrific. But what they really want is slave labor. That's what that translate to. Toll roads, push public transit, remove free travel, environmental restrictions. They just want to make sure you ain't free to move how you want to nowhere. Nowhere. Their 10th goal is to reduce inequality within and among countries. Reduce inequality, right? Equal. They don't want that. Translation is communism. Even more regional government bureaucracy like a mutant octopus. That's all that means. When they say they want to reduce inequality, that's not it at all. It's going to be more unequal than it ever was before. I tell you that. It's not even funny, family. I'm not laughing. Actually, it's sickening. You gotta laugh at this stuff to keep from. It says goal 11, make cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Sustainable cities and communities. Yeah, right. More like prison-like cities. Come on now. We know, and family, I know those of us who've been on this for a long time, we know what these prison-like cities is, or what their smart cities that they're building, right? We know this already. We know it. It's just how they word things. Their 12th goal is to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Responsible consumption and production. Responsible consumption and consumption. I mean, one currency, huh? Forced austerity. So one everything. One world government. One world government. One world everything. One world government. You want the one world police. You want the one world governance. That's what they want. That is what the Agenda 2030 is. And look, family, this is what they do. They create problems. Like, look, I want to read this. It says, so what they do with the COVID-19, the COVID-19 was used to usher in this 2030 agenda, right? Okay. Now, how they do this, how they trick us, y'all, is called the Hegelian dialect. They create a problem, then there's a reaction, then they present their solution. We know this, problem, reaction, solution, but they call it the Hegelian dialect. That's what they call it. and we fall for it every time. They present a problem, right? They present a problem. Then they wait for us to give them the reaction they need so that they can give us a solution. Like, how was you just the problem and a solution for us at the same time? No, family, no, 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 no. It ain't going down like that. We are there. We know the lies. We are exposed to their lies. And no more manipulation from here on out. No more. I tell you that. I mean, just look at them, family. They don't even be looking. Well, let me walk away. Look, let's look at these people. Look, I don't know. It's something about them. You know they not people. Look at them. These not people, and this is not about a color thing. These is not just human beings. These are what you call robotoids. He be wearing all kind of skins and masks and shit. These people, these robotoids, they got an agenda. They really, really do. They got a big agenda towards us and for us. All right, family. So look, that's it for today. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all make sure y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about this whole, Declaration of North America, about all this information, about how they want to fortify and how they want to just renew and come together and to work together to do this. You got the supposedly president of the US, which is not true. Then you got the right here dude to represent Canada, and you got the guy right here representing Mexico. And then it came together and playing something for the future, family. And shit, we ain't with it. It goes too much into and lines up with the 2030 agenda. And what they did was they took pieces of the 2030 agenda and they put it in parts of their Declaration of North America. So look, y'all comment below. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video. If y'all have any additional information, y'all make sure y'all let me know. One love, peace, light, love, darkness, and knowledge to all my reflections. I love y'all. Hey, y'all stay safe.